Good morning, students. Today we will revise chapter 8 Body Movements. We will revise this chapter in two parts. This is the first part. So let us start. Students, we know that a change in the position of an object is called movement. Many movements take place in our body and also in other organisms' body. The movements such as movement of eyelids, heart muscles, teeth and jaw, arms and legs, head, neck, etc. are the common movements in our body. Students, when movement results in change of position of the whole organism, it is called locomotion. This involves moving from one location to another. Plants and animals also move. However, the movement in plants is not easily visible. Different animals move in different ways, such as a cow walks, a snake slithers, a bird flies, a fish swims, and so on. Similarly, different animals use different body parts for moving one place to another. For example, the cow uses its legs, the snake uses its whole body, birds use their wings, and the fish swims with the help of tail and fins. Students, our body can move its different parts in different directions easily. For example, we can rotate our arm around the shoulder. We can also move our arm sideways, upwards and downwards. We can bend our arm at the elbow, but we cannot bend it backwards. Similarly, we can bend our leg at the knee, but we cannot bend it beyond 180 degree. We can turn our neck around, up and down, and side to side. From the movements of certain parts of our body, it is clear that a few parts can be moved easily in various directions. Some other parts can be moved only in one or two directions, or through a certain angle only. Some parts cannot be moved at all. Thus, movement of body parts is possible only where two parts of our body meet. If we examine such locations in our body carefully, it is found that at all such locations, two or more bones are joined. Joints. Students, the location in our body where two or more bones are joined is called joint. All our movements are brought about by joints and muscles. At joints, the bones are held together by ligaments. Ligaments are strong bands of tissues. There are different types of joints in our body. Fixed joints. Students, the joints in which no movement of bones is possible are called fixed joints. The joint of skull and that of upper jaw is a fixed joint. Now let us study about some movable joints. Ball and socket joint. Students, the joint in which the rounded end of one bone fits into the cavity of the other bone is called ball and socket joint. The ball and socket joint permits maximum movement of the bones in all directions. The joints between the shoulder and the upper arm and between thigh and hip are ball and socket joints. Pivotal joint. Students, in this joint, a cylindrical bone rotates in a ring. A pivotal joint allows movement in many planes, up and down, side to side. The joint between the skull and the vertebral column is a pivotal joint. Hinge joint. Students, this joint is like a hinge on a door. It allows movement only in one plane and only up to 180 degree. The knee and elbow joints are examples of hinge joint. Gliding joints. Students, the joint which allows only a limited movement due to sliding of bones over one another is called a gliding joint. The wrist joint and the joints between the rings of the backbone are examples of gliding joints. Now let us revise what we have learned today by solving some questions. Question number 1. Which of the following joints is immovable? Option A, shoulder and arm. Option B, knee and skull. Option C, upper jaw and skull. Option D, lower jaw and upper jaw. And the correct answer is option C, upper jaw and skull. Question number 2. Shoulder joint is an example of option A, ball and socket joint. Option B, hinge joint. Option C, gliding joint. Option D, fixed joint. And the correct answer is option A, ball and socket joint. Practice makes perfect. Students, these are some homework questions that you need to solve at home. I hope that you will solve these questions correctly. Thank you.